Hey kids, Chris here. Welcome to Elite Agency Inner Circle Q&A during this interesting time that we're all living in. I am on the porch today, absolutely loving it. It's beautiful outside. I think we got like 68 degrees and sunny, so getting all I can get. Make sure and let me know if we're getting good audio on here too. I want to make sure I can actually check here. Hey, what's up? Great to see you. I want to make sure, let me know if audio is good. Yes. Diesel, we good on audio and video? I think we're good. Awesome. Ruth, great to see you again. It's great catching up a few weeks ago. So let's talk about offers. Now, this is something that people keep asking about, and I totally get it. I used to, hey Ruth. I used to totally ask this. Thank you, Ruth, for the audio thing. Sometimes Facebook right now is just kind of sketchy. That's what we're asking all the time. Audio, offers, back to offers. Lila, awesome to see you. Offers are such a big deal. Diesel, 72 yesterday, Ohio, and supposed to snow tonight? No way, dude. It's like Easter weekend. Dennis, great to see you. Audio, video, great. Thanks, Diesel. Snow, good grief. Dude, it's like, check this out behind me. It's just nonstop green on one of the porches at our house, and it's just, oak trees are out. Everything's just rocking out here. Love it in this time of year. Man, I love this. Take a Zyrtec every day. Just go after it, right? All right. So, snow too, Lila? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's insane. Well, enjoy it. Go out and play. So, offers, let's dive in on that. This is a question that comes up like all the time in every group that I've ever taught. And when I was learning how to do this, I could not get my brain around it. And I would bang my head against the offer thing constantly. Allergies in Texas, Ian. I know, right? Zyrtec every day. And then I can get out and play. That rhymed. Can't believe I just did that. Adam, dude, great to see you. So the thing on the offer thing is figuring out what your market wants in their heads right now. Okay, that is the thing with the offers. And so often the catching point here that really trips us up as entrepreneurs is we're really good at solving people's problems. That's our thing. That's why we're amazing at what we do. That's why we're able to build a business and scale and hire staff and figure out systems, all the things that the rest of the world is struggling with right now as they transition to working remotely. Those things are pretty natural for us to figure out. We solve problems. We know how to see someone's issue and be like, that right there, that's what fixes it. Brenda, awesome to see you. Good morning. We can do that. That is the best thing about us, and it's the worst thing about us as entrepreneurs. We're really good at fixing. We're not so good often at hearing what they need. So the offer that you have to make to your market is in the thinking, in the beliefs. It's in the feelings they have. It's usually not in the thing that needs to be fixed. All right? The thing that needs to be fixed is often a secondary or tertiary thing. It's kind of back under the layers. You know it. You know they need it. You know they need to understand that and accomplish what they have to accomplish. But it's not the first thing you have to address. The first thing you have to address, and the thing you have to sell to, and the thing you have to offer is an opportunity that allows them to get out of the situation, the feelings, the complication, the worry, the struggle they're in right now. So going back to your market, if you can make on phone calls, if you can just look into their Facebook message groups, if you can understand where they're hanging out online, if you can gather the data and read the comments and the questions and not be like, oh, if somebody says, for instance, let's just use funnel building as an example. If somebody says, oh my gosh, I can't get my funnel to work. It's so frustrating. I have to get clients right now. I need clients. Funnels, why isn't my funnel converting? All right, that question right there is not about the nuts and bolts of why isn't the funnel converting. That question is really about their financial pressure and the freak out that we're all kind of on the edge of right now as we're trying to figure out, do we get our clients? Where are they? How's that? All that going on. It's an emotional response. It's an emotional question. The offer to that person is, hey, it's okay. We'll figure out your funnel or whatever is working this time right now. It might not be the funnel. It might be something different. The thing to figure out right now is where are you at financially? What do you actually need to accomplish? And how can we best reach that goal? All right, that is your offer. Helping them go through that stage, reach that goal, and understand what's really going on. That's the big thing that they need, and that's what you can provide for them. Yes, what's up, Tammy? Yes, there's so much going on in their funnel that you can fix, but the funnel's not the question. Let's say it's somebody who's saying, Okay, we've had an amazing time in the past year. We've had so much going on, my coaching, my mentoring. I was writing a book, I was speaking, and now all of a sudden I can't get anyone to respond. I can't get my mark on the phone. I can't get them on strategy calls. Can't get activity. All right, that's not necessarily a strategy call issue. All right, they're probably good at getting people on strategy calls. They're probably good with people on the phone calls and discovering them and understanding what's going on. It's really an issue of helping them calm down and helping them reassess and readdress their market and figure out what's going on with their market. So the need is not what you can fix. Yeah, you can fix their problem. The need, though, the real need, is what's going on right between their ears and their heart. All right? You know what they need to fix tactically, but you have to be able to listen to what's going on emotionally. Some of us are very good at that. Some of us are horrible at that, all right? I think it's a practice skill, honestly. I know some people may be born with that empathy and that ability to really connect and pull someone out and really understand. But for me, it was a practice skill. I had to actually learn how to listen. It sounds like marriage counseling, right? But I did. I actually had to learn how to listen and learn how to really empathize and understand and not just emote that back in a way that just made them think I was hearing, because then nothing's going to happen. I have to actually hear it, internalize it, and understand, oh, what they need isn't the mechanical fix that I offer. What they need is actually to be able to move past the mindset and move past the emotional or belief roadblock they have that's keeping them from actually getting results. All right, so I'm trying to simplify that as much as I can, because I know this fixing an offer thing really is a sticking point for so many people, but probably like 99% of the time what's happening is we're simply not understanding the felt need, the real emotional reason they can't move forward. All right, fixing mechanically their problem, if it's on a website, a funnel, a book, a structure, something that they need fixed, is usually pretty simple. That's what we're good at. It's the emotion that is actually holding back, though, from making decisions moving forward. What's up, Brock? I get better at listening every day. I'm still not that great at it. Dude, you and me both. You and me both. You know, I practice this all the time in work. I practice this all the time at home with Jill. And I have 5 kids, teenagers, so I'm constantly listening and trying to empathize and relate and know what's going on. It is amazing practice, and unfortunately, I'm still not that great at it. 43 years old, I've been selling since I was 11, and you'd think I'd be amazing at it, and I'm just simply not. I still want to revert back, and so many of us do. I want to revert back to that. Oh, I see your problem, I can fix it, right? Is that a guy thing, Brock? That's a good question, Dennis. I kind of don't know. Some guys are really good at empathizing, some guys aren't. I'd say, I'm just going to be really broad about this, women are better at this than men. They really are. I think that women are better salespeople than men, typically. There's something about women that they get it, they get the human heart in a way that guys simply don't. You know, as guys in marriages, we often get blamed for not listening and just wanting to fix, like stereotyping. I know a bazillion people here, but the stereotypes are real because they're there. Brenda, this is great. I'm so good at listening, but it's the fixing part that's harder. I know what to offer. By the way, Brenda and Dennis have the same last name. You can make some assumptions there, so you guys can talk about this on your own. The thing, though, is we really have to understand people's needs, and we have to understand the emotional and the belief needs they have, and overcoming those beliefs is a big deal. Brock replying to Dennis, depends. One-on-one with personal relationships, I'm really great at it. You know, it's hit or miss for me. So that's why I love my dog so much. It's nothing to listen to, there's nothing to fix, right? It's just such a great relationship. Okay, that's my 2 cents on how to fix your offer. Typically, fixing the offer is just really understanding and listening in a different way and really hearing what the real felt need is. Again, let me just address this thing, because some people are like, well, if I don't sell them what I actually provide, then am I being dishonest? No, you're not. Getting someone moving is one of the most important things you can do. And selling, and I'm going to use selling because sometimes we think that's a bad word, but it's really not. Selling is just simply helping someone take the appropriate action that's really right and appropriate for them, okay? Now, if you're selling in a bad way, that's not cool. But selling in a really good way is helping someone take that action that really moves them forward and gets them on the road that they need to be on. And you might know that if somebody wants to go on vacation and they just need rest and they need some relaxation, they need some downtime, you might say, well, hey, that's Southern California for you on a beach. Not today, right? But typically. Okay. They might not be able to dream that far or understand what it's like to have to travel across the country to Southern California. But your job is to say, hey, I gotcha. I know that feeling. I know the need, that peace, that rest, whatever you have to have. I get that. And here's what we need to do. We need to jump in the car. Let's go ahead and stock up on some snacks. Let's get this thing moving. Like, it's step one. Understanding where they're at, get them on step one. Lila, yeah, I'm great at listening, but the sales part feels unnatural for me. Brenda, I'm the same way, Lila. So, and then Ruth, thanks for actually working. Thanks. I'm actually working on a funnel right now that's not converting. So this is very relevant to me right now. Ruth, anybody on this feed, we are so not alone in this. This is such a common thing, particularly right now, because what was working a month ago is not working now. And that's simply because, well, two things. One, because of fear. A lot of people are very afraid right now financially of what's going to happen in their life. So they might be feeling they're pulling back financially. That does not mean you should definitely lower your prices. It just means there's a new barrier. There's a belief, there's a set of emotions that's between you and them taking action. So helping them through that emotional process is the big thing right now. The other thing that's important is really just understanding the frenzy that they're getting. They're getting so much noise right now. Oh my gosh, so much noise about fear and emotion, and they're watching all these horrible stories play out in the news and Facebook and everywhere else. There's a lot of good news out there, but bad news sells way better than good news, and it dominates the feeds. So really having to stay after that message of hope and really helping them move forward positively. Ruth, I'm finding emotions are so high and people are so overwhelmed. Yep, same page, right? So back to Lila's comment and Brenda's, great at listening, but the sales feels unnatural for me. Yeah, so if I'm hearing you right there, Lila and Brenda, maybe the sales thing, and I keep hearing this too, the sales thing is awkward because sometimes people are feeling a little bad for selling right now. I just don't know how else to say that. Like you're taking advantage of someone. Oh, so many people are in a hard position. I shouldn't sell something to them. So here's the thing on that. If you've got the solution to the problem they're facing, what's up, Lori? Great to see you. If you have the solution to the problem they're facing right now, if you can help them right now, figure out a way to help them right now and them help you right now. Business is a two-way transaction. They give something of value to you, you give something of value to them. It goes both ways, and money is how our society makes that happen. So you could barter a little bit, I guess, if you want to. That kind of gets messy sometimes, so be careful with that. But simply charging them a fee to help them get past where they're at now, where they're stuck now, is really a good thing. Because if you give something away, this is something I've learned, and I've heard so many other coaches and entrepreneurs represent the same thing. Anybody who teaches, if you give something away, for some reason, I don't actually know why this happens, but people don't do the work. Like when you give it away, if you give the most valuable thing you have away to them that trains them and teaches them everything or a done for you service or whatever, even if you did it all for them, they would not value the work that you've done. They wouldn't value the teaching, the training, the done for you service. They wouldn't take advantage of it because it was worth less to them. So if it's worthless to them, they just simply won't act in a way that's advantageous for them. So charging them is important for their mindset. It's also important for you to pay your bills. That's just the way the world works. And if what you're doing helps them pay their bills as they learn what you're doing, even better. Helps them get back on track, helps them get their mind right, whatever it is, you're helping them move forward. That's valuable. Brock, put your mask on first. Yes, so true. Ruth, yes, totally helping through the emotional aspect, and yes to the noise, for sure. Lori, I've been offering free consultations for years and almost never been taken up on it. That's so weird. Yeah, free consultations are tough for people to take you up on. I would offer, if it's like a consultation, I would offer those for a price. Like, hey, we do a consultation for $149, $249, $349, something like that, to let them know, hey, here's the consultation. It's 1 hour long, and during the consultation, we're going to go through your business, your marketing plan, your process, your creative needs, whatever they are, and we're going to actually map that out. And when we get done with that hour, you're going to actually know what action you should take next and how to move forward. If you'd like me to implement that for you, awesome. If not, and you want to do it yourself, your team, I'm going to exactly tell you where to go next and what to get started on and what your priorities are. That's kind of the pitch I make for paid consultations. Pick a price and then walk them through that structure so they really understand the value they're about to get. And in today's world, that's a really great pitch because it's also a very low ticket entry point to your services. So they're getting the fast track of understanding, here's what I got to do, and then here's how I can take advantage of that in a really low cost way. And a percentage of those end up converting to bigger deals for you. Great thing. And the ones that don't end up, hang on, I got a truck going by. The ones that don't end up working on their own, they try to figure it out, and probably in a few months they'll come back to you anyway because it's frustrating and they don't want to do all that work and they're not getting the traction they hope for. You step in that driver's seat as a consultant for them. Lori, I've been offering free consultation. Yes, said that. Okay, I'm totally changing up my offer. Thanks for your guidance. Plan to launch this week. Sweet, love hearing that. Launching something this week. Love that. Go, Lori. Okay, Sarah, great to see you. So, any other questions on that offer fixing and dealing with the emotion? Or I don't mind helping with anybody's pitch real quick. If you've got a pitch that you're working on, I don't mind helping that at all either. Just want to make sure we cover that because the offer shifting is happening. The emotion and the swirl is just insane all over the place, and honestly helping people calm down and understand. I used to do a podcast called I Share Hope. My first exposure into podcasting, and freaking loved it. I interviewed hundreds of, I think hundreds is the wrong word, let's be accurate here. I interviewed 125 world leaders from all over the world in different genres. It was in a time when I was really hopeless at that moment in my life. It was probably 5-6 years ago. And these people helped me gain hope again. My therapist recommended me do something like this, long story short. Ultimately, saying all that to say, the offer that you're making today has to be connected to hope. And when I say hope, I don't mean dreams and unicorns and rainbows. I know unicorns are real, but I don't mean wishing on unicorns, even though they're so real. I just mean putting your hope and your confidence as you're moving forward in this market. What's up, Joshua? Joanna, good to see you. Putting that hope and that confidence as you're moving forward in this market into real, actionable, concrete steps. So the world leaders that I got to interview a few years ago on the I Share Hope podcast, totally taught me that hope was not something that was out in the sky, because I thought it was, it's ethereal, it's not real, you can't really touch it, it's just positive thinking. It was so not that. These people who were leading huge populations all over the place were saying, no, it's real, actionable, tangible stuff. And we can lead in our offer process, our markets, through real, actionable, tangible steps. Here's what to do next, and here's how to move forward. That gets stuff done, and that gets us as entrepreneurs and them as our clients exactly where they need to be and what they need to be doing next. So hope that helps. That's real, actionable hope that goes into that offer that really helps them understand where they're at. Hi, good morning. So make sure that you're just putting that into play in your own heart and into play in your own practice as you're dealing with the folks you're working with. Okay, Dennis, kind of related, semi-retired now. I have to remind myself that I'm not working on a business, but a lifestyle. Really true. Dennis, if you're semi-retired right now, you're really in a sweet spot. Yes, you're working on a lifestyle, not just a business for yourself, but you're really in a sweet spot because you're at your prime from an information and wisdom standpoint, and you've seen more than a lot of people in the market, because a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of coaches, a lot of people that, look at that, these oak things are in my hair. A lot of people that are doing business right now have not lived through enough years to see the ups and downs and to know that things actually do settle and they get back to normal. Even if it's a slightly new normal, they still get back to normal, right? Let's pull in something really horrible here. I hate bringing up bad stuff, but it's relevant in this conversation. The 9/11 terrorist attacks here on the US soil and around New York and that whole capital area. Horrible time. right? So many people thought, oh my gosh, the markets, like the financial markets, business, international trade, relationships, all that stuff is never going to be the same. And yeah, in some ways, it's never the same. We have better airport security. We have better security at different points all over our country, all of lots of other countries. But in a sense, in a very real sense, most of life is back to normal, right? And that's okay, and that's the way it goes. And this will happen the same way. There'll be some nuances to how we work and live and breathe in our society. And I bet we all wash our hands a lot more next flu season, even if we're not quarantined. But there'll be new normals, but most things will go back. And Dennis, you've got an opportunity to really show and help and teach in a way that a lot of people don't have, because you have experience. And experience right now is an amazing asset. And I wish more people had that experience and could lean in. So if y'all looking for somebody to lean in on, check with Dennis. He's a great coach and a phenomenal mindset guy, and can help you get back on track with a lot of things. And he's got perspective, and that is probably the most valuable asset any of us can have right now. All right, any other questions on this offer switching? Anything I can help with right now? If not, I'm going to definitely do a live tomorrow. I know a lot of folks kind of chill a little more on Good Friday. That's tomorrow. So absolutely do your thing. I'll be doing a live tomorrow and taking the day a little bit slower around here as well, but definitely want to answer questions and make sure not leaving anybody hanging. So if you have any questions, shoot them out to me. Let me know what I can help with. Otherwise, I'll compile questions as they're coming in, like usual, and drop it right here. Great seeing everybody. Y'all are amazing, and it's truly, I mean this every time I say this. It seems like I say it every day because it's real. It's like one of the highlights of my day. Maybe other than rolling out of my studio and going and playing with my kids and getting back to my family, it's totally, absolutely top 3 things of my day is doing this right here every morning. It gets me moving, gets my brain going. Love hanging out with each of you, and it's just so much fun to see everybody and be supported. All right, before I go, I think I'm not tall enough. There's a bird nest in this fern right up here next to me. The birds are flying in and out. I was going to try to hold the phone up there, but never mind. I can't get it to you. I'll drop a screenshot because we have we put one of our security cameras. I actually moved it the other day, and we put the security camera up in the fern, looking down the bird nest. So I'll drop a little video of these little, I think they're purple finches, 3 eggs right now. They're just sitting on them. The mom and dad are feeding each other, making sure everybody stays warm up there. They're super cute. I'll put a video at the bottom of this feed anyway. Okay. So Ruth, absolutely, you bet. And Lori, absolutely. So glad you're here. It's fun to see you. Dennis, great session and great subject. Thank you. I'm glad you're here too, man. Brenda, thank you, Chris. You always give helpful information. I love it. It's really fun. It's fun to be here, fun to hang out. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.